Welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Kill Shot. 2 words. Kill, space, shot. There are other movies called Kill Shot. I don't know. Well, anyway, this seems like a bad movie, but yet it's only 5.4 on IMDb. 796 people rated it so far. It's a bunch of terrorists posing as hunters, looking for $100 million that was stolen and lost in a plane crash on the way to Afghanistan. Okay, so Rachel Cook is in it. I saw that and I was like, oh, I'm thinking Rachel Lee Cook. I don't think that's the same person. Rib Hillis and nobody else I recognize. This was on Redbox. That's where I saw it. So we're gonna go for it. I don't know, hour and 35 minutes long. I don't know. I have very low expectations, so let's hope. 5.4 is kind of bringing me back up, because that's not too bad with 796, right? So we'll see. Stick around. I'll let you know. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Kill Shot. Interesting name when I think about it. But I took a lot of notes on this, and you know, I have to call a spade a spade. More post-credit scenes. I didn't realize this, so I'll check that out. But anyway, a little critical on this movie. It's, I don't know. So it was written and directed by the guy who, what did I say his name was? He was the he's actually the main character in it. So Rib Hillis, and then that Rachel Cook, who I don't know. I don't know either of them. But I'll give you the plot line a little bit better. I was wrong. So Rachel Cook's character hires the other guy that I just mentioned, but he is like a professional hunter. He's an ex-military guy, but he's a professional hunter. This all takes place in Montana. She wants to go hunting and spread her father's ashes, and he's hired to do it. So he's like the guide, and so they go out there. Meanwhile, prior to this, there was some sort of, it seems like a terrorist group. We don't know. Honestly, you don't know. Somebody gives somebody a case. That case gets stolen. The people who stole it, it falls out of a plane, and it's in or they expect it to be in the Montana mountains there, right? So that group is out looking for this case of money, and these two people are on a guided hunting trip. Okay, so, and they, you know, cross paths. And so they gotta try and fight for survival, and he's gotta work on saving her. Well, you know, whatever, so on and so forth. That's your plot line, and it's very easy to follow. But right from the jump, so it starts out pretty interesting. They have like a little girl carry this case to an armored car, which seems like days away. The whole opening scene, but then, as I mentioned, that armored car kind of gets robbed. That scene. Right up to that scene, I was like, okay, this is kind of interesting. Let's see where it goes. But from there, it comes down a little bit, because I don't know, the action in that scene was just not tight, not well choreographed. You know, not fantastic. But okay, let's get past that. Let's move on. But that became a continuous theme throughout the movie. Just the fight scenes, the gun scenes, the action scenes, just were off, right? The story is pretty okay. I like it. I could see things coming, but that was okay. They also get to a point, you know, where I thought this was going to take a real change in direction. Our main female character, so they're out hunting, and she comes out of her tent one night, or one morning, in just a thong. You know, it's cold, and she's got a thong on. Okay, it could be going to the sexy part of the movie, but it's not. They have to run from the terrorists, so she's running through the woods now in a thong. Like, okay. And then there's a scene that it's like, okay, now I could see where this is going, but it's brief and almost silly. I get the, I shouldn't say it's almost silly. I get the point of it. I get the point of the scene that I'm referencing, and I'm not going to spoil it for you. I understand what they were trying to do there. I just thought it was odd the way that they did that. But still, okay, it works. And one last thing, I know I'm critical, was the dialogue for the terrorist team. You know, so they're talking in like military code, like Watcher 6, and you know, I'm in Sector 7, Leader Tango 8. Just, it either, maybe it's like the real language that they use and it was poorly delivered, or I don't know, it just didn't work for me. You know what I mean? It felt too fake. And I don't know if it was the characters, the writers, or the words. You know what I mean? So okay, so you got all of that right now. What I found, I liked the way it ended. You can see, like I said, you can see things coming, but that's okay. But the way they decided to end it, great. I like that, but I have, you know, but I can't say anymore. That's it. There is a but to that, but I'm not gonna continue on with that. So it's not an easy one to get through. There are elements of this that are, I think, enjoyable, and I'm excited to see what this final scene is. Now, as far as acting goes, I was, Rib Hillis, I thought he was pretty good. I thought he played his role pretty good. So, but outside of that, anyway, so there you go. That's what I got for you. It's not. Don't put it at the top of your list. But that's all. I had to do one last thing, and I'm going to say spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert. So if you don't want me to ruin it, I'm not going to ruin the ending so much, but I want to say, you know, I mean, Rib Hillis's character, Jackson, his name was Jackson in the man, you got to feel for that guy. Oh, man, that's the one thing, like, I almost got to the end of the movie, and I was like, I don't know if I really want to do a review of this because all of the negative stuff that I wrote down. But then, when I saw the ending, I did like what they did. But man, Jackson, my boy, come on. You know, my man. Oh. So that piece of it made me decide to do the ending, or do a review. So I liked what they did there. So there you go. That's what I got. Still, I mean, people, I know I'm just an armchair quarterback, as they say. I cannot do any of this. I cannot act. I cannot write. I can just watch and talk. So I still applaud everybody who makes these movies and everything that they do and all the money that they put in and all the effort, and everybody, you know, I get it. They're talented. I have to be critical sometimes. So there you go. Sorry. I know it's like an apology, but I apologize. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.